I'm Christy Hartman. Welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of poinsettias. In our last video, we did the gel printing. Today, we're going to add the detail to make these poinsettias really pop. In this print, I'm using strictly paint. In this print, I'm using the Neocolor 2 water-soluble wax pastels by Caran d'Ache. I know that many of you are not comfortable with painting, so I thought it might be nice to share with you another option instead of painting. And in the third print, we're going to use a combination of both. Let's get started. I'm going to use a gold Posca pen, and this is the small one, the PC1MR, to go around the outside edge. Doesn't really pop out at me. It defined the shape a little bit. I think we'll take a black Posca pen. On this one, this is kind of that pink color. The pinker of a purple. Let's see. I think now this one is orange. There's that one. Here's this one. Here's this one. I have scribbled on the back of this print that I've used with, I think this is a number 2. It's an HB pencil. So scribble on it. Should be able to transfer it just fine. I'm just using a stylus. Should transfer that graphite, and it is. Now it's time to decorate our poinsettia. And I took a little bit of this iridescent red blue and I mixed it with white, and I'm just making a tint. Then I'm going to take a very dry brush, and you've seen me do this before, and I'm just going to brush in some highlights. Now I'm using quite a bit more white on my brush to get a much lighter pink, and I'm just going to lighten some of these areas. I'm going to take a little bit of black, take a little bit of this red, and just a teeny tiny little bit of black. Oh, that looks pretty good. I'm going to thin this down to a very, it's a little more black, inky consistency. And then blend it out just a little bit. And you're going to see me do this over and over. It's starting to take some shape. Now there's a few places I'd like this a little bit darker. So we're going to take just a tad bit of black. I'm going to fill in this center area with black. I'm going to wash in a little bit of metallic gold back into it. On the center of this, we're going to use a little bit of this moon yellow, which is very, very similar to Naples yellow. And I'm going to use a stylus. This is a fatter stylus. That has to completely dry, but while we're waiting for that to dry, let's put a little bit of this neon scorching yellow. I'm going to outline this with this black Posca. Let's turn it that way so you get the full effect. For this piece, we're going to try these water-soluble Neocolor 2s by Caran d'Ache. We're going to use 3 colors. We're going to use vermilion, scarlet, and carmine. I'm going to start with this vermilion, and you can see I've got one side that I've already started, and I'm just going to lightly lay in. I can always add more. It's important to start light. Let's grab a brown brush, this is a size 3, and let's activate these Neocolors. I want these paint colors intensified just a bit, so I'm going to add, let's start with this carmine. And I'm not going to color on this, I'm just going to wet my Neocolor. Let's do the same thing with the scarlet. I'd like some areas to be a little bit more intense, so I'm going to use the violet. Let's add a little bit of a highlight with this yellow. Let's add a little orange on top of some of these, not all of them. Look, you still see the shimmer of the gold from the print and the translucency of those Neocolors over the top of that acrylic really was effective, I think. I am extremely happy with how those Neocolor 2 Caran d'Ache crayons turned out. Well, they're very translucent, they layered really well. You could blend your paint colors together. Now this one is going to be a little bit more problematic because I have some areas where it didn't print real well. I'm going to try going over it with this orange, this bright orange, up here, and add just some light areas. Let's use the scarlet. I'm just going to go right back over the top of this. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Leave me a comment. I always love to hear from you, and I'll see you in my next video.